What's up everyone? Today I'm unboxing a Fuji X-T3 mirrorless camera system. I just recently purchased this camera from OC Camera on eBay of all places. I just got the camera in today and I'm going to unbox it for you. Now, if you followed my channel for a while, you've probably seen, or at least in the videos and the descriptions, I usually list the camera gear that I use and the settings I often use. I've owned pretty much every major brand of camera, and from every major brand I've either owned some of their minor consumer-based cameras all the way to their flagship professional models, like the Nikon D4, Canon 1DS Mark III, 1DX Mark II, high-end Panasonic E&G cameras, and even like this camera, the Nikon D7500 that I'm shooting on currently. I've had a familiarity with Fuji. I've used Fuji E&G lenses in another previous lifetime work. Fantastic quality lenses, very good, crisp, high definition image you get out of their lenses and lens systems. And they've been known for their film stocks over the years, and more recently with the X-T1, X-T2, X-H1, and now the X-T3, they've jumped into the mirrorless camera market. And this camera is touted as a fantastic system, all of their X series and X mount lenses. So today, like I said, I'll be unboxing this camera along with a Fuji 50mm f2 lens. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, still in the bubble wrap, I didn't have a wide enough lens to capture the whole box, so I got my Emerson knife here. We're going to cut it open and see what's inside. Bubble wrap. All right, get some caution thing. I guess it's about the diopter in Japanese and in English and other languages. A whole manual that I'm sure I will read fully. Little front flap that even tells you what's in here if you scan the codes. How neat. All right, here's the X-T3. Wow, it's very lightweight. I recently had a Sony a6300. That was my first venture into the mirrorless system, and I briefly owned a Sony a7S Mark II, which I like, but I ended up returning it last year when I was getting equipment ready to shoot the solar eclipse. I just ended up sticking with my Canon 1DX Mark II and 500mm f4 lens so that I could get that beautiful shot that I was able to get. Not that the Sonys couldn't have done it. I just already had the Canon equipment, and for my purposes, it worked better. So here's the camera, the X-T3. Very nice. Feels very well constructed. Take a look at that articulating screen. See how that works. I do like that these cameras now come with articulating screens. I wish that I'm not a big vlogger by any means, but I do wish that it would have they would have enabled the screen to flip out either this way or flip out front like so. That's a useful feature for a lot of YouTubers. All right, let's take a look at these front dials, or excuse me, these dials on the top. This dial here is for your ISO, your shutter speed, I'm going to guess your exposure compensation. Again, I'm completely new to the Fuji system, so I'm going to have to learn all this, all these different settings that they have myself. Get it in the light here and in focus. And each dial has a sub dial. This one's going to be for your movie settings. I guess your shutter rate, or how fast, I guess shot mode. This dial is going to be for metering of the camera. and the shutter button is right here. Very nice, very impressed with this camera, the build quality on it. Honestly, I think it feels a little bit better in my hand than the Sony a6300 as far as the quality that I feel. And this just, again, that's all personal preference, but I really like how this camera feels in the hand. Of course, it doesn't have a lens attached, but it feels really like the ergonomics. Let's see what else is in the box. Underneath here is going to be probably all your camera straps and accessories. Let's see. Comes in a little sub box here. Battery charger. Cool. Looks like the battery. Now I purchased 3 additional batteries. Those should be delivered here in the next day or two. From what I understand, this is an updated battery from the X-T2. I think it gives you a little bit more capacity. But speaking of battery capacity, you're not getting, that's the one downside with mirrorless systems, is that yes, you're still not getting fantastic capacity that you will with, say, a DSLR or camcorder for that matter. However, I do have a solution, I think, and I'll make another video on that. I'll kind of keep it a secret for now. That should give me some much improved battery life for both shooting in video and for time-lapse photography, because that's, if you follow my channel, that is mainly what I do, and then just videos here and there. So, also in the box is this little tiny Fuji flash, the XF X8 flash. I guess that's the adapter for the battery charger, the wall plug. And then here's the camera strap. And I don't know, I guess those are the camera strap pieces and other things. I don't really know what those are. I'll have to look in the manual that I said that I would read. So there we go. And alright, like I mentioned, I did purchase a Fuji XF 50mm f2R WR lens for this camera. I didn't buy the kit, the kit system. I specifically needed a 50mm lens for my purposes. What I do, and let me find it real quick. The reason I purchased the 50mm is because the equivalent of full frame is, if you were to go down, it's a 35mm equivalency. So what I actually do, this is a Gen 3 PVS 14 night vision monocular, military grade night vision. And what I do is film product videos for a local law enforcement, military, I guess, retailer and distributor of different products. And of course, some of those things involve using night vision as would in the military or law enforcement community. So this 50mm, when using this adapter here on the front, screws into the lens. It's kind of hard to see with the light. This screws into the lens, which gives me full night vision shooting capabilities in 4K. And that's what really drove me to this system, is the 4K video quality, the 10-bit 422, and just kind of the compactness of the camera as well, because it's a very light system. So, anyway, just a little sidebar there. Let's get to unboxing this lens. Ah yes, silica gel. I guess this is a bag, or Oh no, it's a nice little microfiber cloth. That's very nice. Instruction manuals, registration paperwork, I guess. Yep. Here's the lens. Oh, tiny. I guess with that crop sensor, here's the lens. And I guess with that crop sensor, APS-C sensor, they're able to make lenses specifically for that sensor, so they're very small. This is an f2 lens. I guess it's the hood. Very nice. I've seen reviews on this lens. Everything seems to be good with actually most Fuji and Fujinon lenses in the X mount. Here seems to be nothing but very good, high quality reviews for this system. So I very much forward looking to this camera, and I'll get some test shots put up here for you shortly. But thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video.